Now, a developing story, a local high school is sending their varsity team to the bench this season. They say they don't have enough players. Fox Illinois' Carson Gordy joins us from the newsroom with more details. Carson?
Riverton Superintendent Brad Polanian said they were only going to have 26 total football players on the roster this year, and only 3 of them were going to be seniors. This would have forced many underclassmen, freshmen, and sophomores to compete against juniors and seniors at other schools. He says this could have been a safety risk because of a stark gap in age and physical ability.
The difference between a freshman and a sophomore and a senior athlete is just incredible. In football primarily, how big of a difference that makes in your development. And so we did not feel that it was in their best interest or the best interest of our community to put them out there on the field.
And added that participation has been decreasing over the last several years for a number of reasons. This includes being a small school, some kids being concerned with safety risk, and Riverton only winning 6 games in the past 8 years has discouraged more involvement. The school says they plan to field a junior varsity team this year, let the players grow and develop as players, and next year they do plan to return to varsity football. I'm Carson Gordy, back to you.
Thank you, Carson. Tune in at 9 o'clock to hear reactions from locals and how this will affect other schools in the area. Now, a developing story, a local high school is sending their varsity team to the bench this season because they say they don't have enough players. Fox Illinois' Carson Gordy joins us now with more details. Carson?
Riverton High School won't have a varsity football team in 2024. They only had 26 players signed up for this season, and only 3 of them were going to be seniors. This would have forced them to play many underclassmen against older teams. The superintendent of the school says that's a risk that was not worth taking.
The difference between a freshman and a sophomore and a senior athlete is just incredible. It's big of a difference that makes in your development. And so we did not feel that it was in their best interest or the best interest of our community to put them out there on the field.
Riverton Superintendent Brad Polanian says football participation has declined for nearly a decade. He says being a smaller school, some kids not playing because of safety concerns, and only winning 6 games in the past 8 years have played a factor. Riverton reached out to non-conference teams about consolidating programs to boost up numbers.
And I don't think right now there's an interest. However, several left the door open for future cooperation.
Riverton is in the Sangamo Conference, a collection of smaller schools in central Illinois. The conference's secretary, Phil Appleby, says other programs have enough players to field a varsity team.
The Sangamo's very solid on their football numbers. I think this is just, unfortunately, a one-off for Riverton. It just, like I said, it happens. It happens in small schools.
Riverton says they'll have a junior varsity team this year, hoping to develop younger talent before moving back to the varsity level in 2025.
Obviously, 6 wins in 7 seasons is not successful, so we thought by doing this and changing it up and trying to really develop our younger athletes that we may see some better success in the future.
It's really sad for the older guys too that are going into their senior season.
That was Riverton senior Colt Brown. He has friends on the football team that won't be able to play under the brightest lights on Friday night.
This is one final time for them and they're not going to have it.
Riverton and the Sangamo Conference told me they changed the rules for this season, so seniors on Riverton will be allowed to play on the junior varsity team for their final year.
Don't miss a video. Subscribe to our YouTube channel today for more Central Illinois news.